Good morning. After installation of Anaconda or Colab, you must learn what is data wrangling because we work with data. Data wrangling is the transformation of raw data into a format that is easier to use. But what exactly does it involve? For data wrangling and manipulation, data sets are required. But data is not in structured format. It is a unstructured, semi-structured data. Manipulation is at the core of data analytics because pre-processing of data, if data is correct, then our results are outcome of that is accurate. Therefore, data pre-processing is required. What is data wrangling and why it is important? Data wrangling is a term often used to describe the early stages of the data analytics process. When your data sets are there, we have to do the pre-processing of data, and it is the first step for data analytics. That is the data pre-processing. Various techniques are there in data pre-processing. It is also called exploratory data analysis. It involves transforming and mapping data from one format into another. The aim is to make data more accessible for things like business analytics or machine learning. The data wrangling process can involve a variety of tasks. These include things like data collection, exploratory data analysis, data cleansing, creating data structures and storage. It is very time consuming. Data wrangling is time consuming. It can take up to about 80% of data analyst time. Suppose total process is 100%, 80% is work for data pre-processing, means data wrangling. Why data wrangling is important? They will affect the future course of a project. Skipping or rushing this step, skipping or rushing wrangling step will result in poor data models that impact an organization's decision making and reputation. So if you ever hear someone suggesting that data wrangling isn't that important, you have our express permission to tell them otherwise. Because data wrangling is sometimes poorly understood, its significance can be overlooked. High-level decision makers who prefer quick results may be surprised by how long it takes to get data into a usable format. Unlike the results of data analysis, there is a little to show for your efforts during the data wrangling phase. Data wrangling versus data cleaning. Data wrangling refers to the process of collecting raw data, cleaning it, mapping it, and storing it in a useful format. Data cleaning, it is a single aspect of the data wrangling process. A complex process in itself, data cleaning involves sanitizing a data set by removing unwanted observations, outliers, fixing structural errors and typos, standardizing units of measure, validating, and so on. Data cleaning tends to follow more precise steps than data wrangling. Generally think of data wrangling as an umbrella task. Data cleaning falls under this umbrella alongside a range of other activities. In data wrangling process, the exact tasks required in data wrangling depend on what transformations you need to carry out to get a data set into better shape. For instance, if your resource data is already in the database, this will remove many of the structural tasks. But if it's unstructured data, if you store data from database, it is a well structured data. But if it's unstructured data, then you will have more to work. The following steps are often applied during data wrangling, but the process is an iterative one. Some of the steps may not be necessary, others may need repeating, and they will rarely occur in the same order. Extracting the data. First, you have to collect data. You will need to decide which data you need and where to collect them from. Carry out exploratory data analysis. EDA involves determining a dataset structure and summarizing its main features. EDA means long form of EDA is exploratory data analysis. EDA means familiarizing yourself with the data so you know how to proceed. Structuring the data. Freshly collected data are usually in an unstructured format. This means that lack an existing model and are completely disorganized. Unstructured data are often text heavy but may contain things like ID codes, dates, numbers, and so on. To structure your data set, you will usually need to parse it. In this context, parsing means extracting relevant information. For instance, you might parse HTML code scrapped from a website, pulling out what you need and discarding the rest. The result might be a more user-friendly spreadsheet containing the useful data with columns, headings, classes, and so on. Cleaning the data. Once your data set has some structure, you can start applying algorithms to tidy it up. You can automate a range of algorithm tasks using tools like Python and R. They can be used to identify outliers, delete duplicate values, standardize systems of measurement, and so on. Enriching data. Once your data set is in good shape, you will need to check it's ready to meet your requirements. At this stage, you may want to enrich it. Data enrichment involves combining your data set with data from other sources. Your goal could be to accumulate a greater number of data points, or it could simply be to fill in gaps. Say by combining two databases of customer into where one contains telephone numbers and the other doesn't. Validating the data. Validating your data means checking it for consistency, quality, and accuracy. We can do this by using pre-programmed scripts that check the data's attributes against defined rules. Validating data, it is a good example of an overlap between data wrangling and data cleaning. Validates is key to both because you will likely find errors. You may need to repeat this step several times. And publishing the data. Making the data accessible by depositing them into a new database or architecture. End users might include data analysts, engineers, or data scientists. They may use the data to create business reports and other insights. Various tools are there for data wranglers use. Microsoft Excel, 9, open source data analytics platform. Programming languages are Python and R. And software like MS Excel and open source data analytics platforms like 9. Data wrangling is easier for non-programmers and to speed up the process for experienced ones. Tools like Trifecta and OpenRefine can help you transfer data into clean, well-structured formats. These are the visual data wrangling tools, Trifecta and OpenRefine. Data wrangling involves transforming and mapping data from a raw form into a more useful structured format. Data wrangling can be used to prepare data for everything from business analytics to ingestion by machine learning algorithms. The term data wrangling and data cleaning are often used interchangeably, but the latter is a subset of the former. While the data wrangling process is loosely defined, it involves tasks like data extraction, exploratory analysis, building data structures, cleaning, enriching and validating, and storing data in a usable format. Data wranglers use a combination of visual tools like OpenRefine, Trifecta or Nine, and programming tools like Python, R and MS Excel. See the another definition: data wrangling, also called data cleaning, data remediation or data moonging. Transform raw data into more readily used formats. Some examples of data wrangling include merging multiple data sources into a single dataset for analysis, identifying gaps in data, empty cells in a spreadsheet and either filling or deleting them, deleting data that's either unnecessary or irrelevant to the project you are working on, identifying extreme outliers in data and either explaining the discrepancies or removing them so that analysis can take place. Outliers means, suppose one value is 1 and another value is 1000. It is a gap in between two values. Therefore 1000 is the outlier for that data, that column. Data wrangling steps: discovery, structuring, cleaning, enriching, validating, publishing. See the example here. See, Pandas is a Python library. Pandas is used to analyze data. For analyze data, we have to use Pandas library of Python. Here, see the tutorial from W3 Schools. Import pandas as PD. df is equal to pd.read csv data.csv and print df to string. You can insert this code into Colab or Anaconda, Jupyter Notebook, or try it yourself here. See, import pandas. First you have to import the package Then df is a variable which reads CSV. How many columns are there? Duration, pulse, max pulse and characters. These are the columns. It will read the data and print df to string, means it will display your data like that. But for Colab you require data.csv file. You can upload that data.csv file and see the result. Next, data science is a branch of computer science where the study of data is required. How to store data, how to analyze data. Pandas gives you answers about the data. Is there a relation between two or more columns? What is the average value? What is the max value? What is the mean value? Installation of pandas. Pip install pandas. You can use first this command for installation of pandas. After installation you can import pandas, and then here see my dataset is equal to cars, BMW, Volvo, Ford and passings 372. It will create a data frame, my pandas.data frame, my dataset. It will create a data. See, my dataset is equal to two columns, cars and passings, and we have to provide data BMW, Volvo, Ford and passings 372. It will create data frame, my dataset, and print my value. We have to store this into variable. How to check the version of pandas? Import pandas as PD and print PD underscore version. It will give the version of pandas. It will create a list 172 pd.series. So pandas series is like column in a table, one dimensional array holding data of any type. One dimensional array. My var 0, it returns first value of that series. Labels, it give label for every value. A index XYZ. It will give label for that value. Return the value of y, my var y. Create a simple pandas series from a dictionary. Import pandas as PD. First you have to import. It is a required step for using pandas. Calories is equal to day 1 420, day 2 380, day 3 390. myvar is equal to pd dot series calories, then it will display. Create a simple panda series from a dictionary. Day 1, day 2, day 3 and day 4. Day 3, 423, 83, 90. We have to, from this example, we have to see how to create a data, structured data. Data sets in the pandas are usually multi-dimensional tables called data frames. Series is like a column and data frame is the whole table. Multi-dimensional tables, it is called data frames. Input pandas is pd data is equal to calories, duration, myvar is equal to pd dot data frame of data. See the value, calories, duration. It will create a data frame from two series. Series and data frame. Series is like a column and data frame is the whole table. Different examples are there for pandas tutorial. See W3 schools for basic beginners. Here data is equal to, add a list of names to give each row a name. Before that it will only display 0, 1. Name is not there for every row. How to give name that? Day 1 index, using index you can give label for row. Day 1, day 2, day 3, and this is the columns, sales, calories and duration. Here you can find lock attribute to return the specified rows. Location day 2, it will display day 2 values. $380 and duration 40. How to load file? That is a CSV file. Data.csv, import pandas as pd, df is equal to pd.csv, data.csv, print df. It will show data.csv content. Big data sets are stored into CSV file, that is comma separated files. CSV files contains plain text and is a well-known format that can be read by everyone including pandas. See, to display data.csv. ToString means it will display entire data frame. If you want to display entire data, then use ToString. Print data frame without ToString method. Print df. Display max rows. How many rows are there? Here you have to use max rows. Suppose 9,999. If your data frame contains more than 60 rows, then it will display only first 5 headers, first 5 rows and headers, first and last 5 rows it will display. But if you want to change the maximum rows number, you can give here. It will display. You can display JSON file also. To load a data dictionary into data frame, Python dictionary into data frame, this is the Python dictionary, and you can display into data frame. Then duration, pulse, max pulse, calories. It can create a data frame. Suppose here the header method returns the headers and a specified number of rows starting from the top. First 10, it will display 0 to 9, means first 10 records. df dot head 10. Print information about the data. It will display print df dot info. Then it will display more information about the data set. Here it will display total 4 columns, memory, data type, how many rows are there, how many columns are there, null values. Suppose empty cells data in wrong format. Data is available but it requires pre-processing. Therefore, some of the problems with data, empty cells, data in wrong format, wrong data, duplicates. Then how to remove that? Using data cleaning process. See the this data set, row 22, the data and calories. These are the empty cells, row 18 and 28, wrong format, row 26, wrong format. The data set contains wrong data, row 7, duplicates row 11 and 12. Same record is there, duplication of record. Some of the empty cells, wrong format, wrong data, duplicates. For data cleaning process, remove rows, df dot drop na. Empty cells can potentially give you a wrong result. Therefore, when you analyze data, remove rows that contain empty cells. It will remove that rows. Every cell have value. Then remove all rows with null values. In place is equal to true. Then Like that you have to be practice with all these beginners tutorial for data cleaning and data reading. How to do mean median, how to calculate mean median mode for data. See, the different examples are there. Data, if data is in a wrong format, how to convert it into correct format. You have to change the format for date, removing rows, fixing wrong data. Different type of preprocessing techniques are available in this tutorial. You can practice using. Suppose I want to do this code with Colab. See this and Control V. Execute that code. Like that you have to use W3 Schools for beginning of your data science, data analytics, and see the result. You can store this, any number of cells you can include here, and you can store into, save in the download as a Python file, or copy in a drive, GitHub. You can do the practice using Google Colab or Anaconda. You can directly use this. Or you can install Anaconda Individual Edition and use for your personal single user use on your PC. Or otherwise you use Anaconda Jupyter Notebook, new Python 3. It will create new notebook, and you can copy or write your Python commands here and do the practice. Like that, suppose run. You can delete your cell here. It will show the output. Like that you can use Jupyter Notebook from Anaconda. I have already explained all these techniques, how to install Anaconda. Otherwise you can use Colab individual edition. Anaconda individual edition also is there. Now you can start from today your data science lab, practice of data science lab using these softwares. Thank you.